Hey everybody, Robert Crow here, Realtor with Remax Alliance in Northern Colorado. Today is November the 11th, 2022. We've all heard, of course, that the real estate market has slowed down considerably since the spring and summer. But I wanted to give you some real stats, some real figures to kind of put that into perspective, as there are still some great opportunities out there. And the best houses, the great houses, are still popping off the market, but certainly some of the more regular, typical houses are hanging around on the market a little longer. First and foremost, we're going to look at some stats here from our friends at Fidelity National Title. Thank you, Kerry Rourke. This is specifically for Fort Collins. I will jump onto Weld County in a bit, I promise. But this is from today. If you look on this left-hand side, you can see this sort of rainbow meter here. It is a 51 strong sellers market, 51%. If we were looking back at May and June, we'd be looking in the 80s, 90s. So it's still a good market out there, not as crazy as it was earlier in the year, but still a strong sellers market. Look at the stats over on the right-hand side. Median list price, $670,000. Median price of new listings, $622,000. So we can see that people are pricing their houses a little bit more conservatively. Average days on market, 64. So keeping in mind that homes take about 30 days to close, we are seeing the average home take 34 days to get an offer. And the median days on market, 42. So the median home is taking 12 days to get an offer. So still fairly quickly. Price decreases. 52% of homes in Fort Collins have made price decreases. Relisted, 24%. So that means about 1 in 4 homes is coming back on the market. Median rent, for those of you that have rentals, $2,400 a month. That's pretty great. So this next graph looks at median list prices. You can see on the right-hand side of this chart, November the 4th, that was the most accurate data I could get. The 90-day average was $682,158. If you move a little bit to your left, just behind the V of November, that was where the market peaked just at the end of June. And I'd tell you, you were right at about $720,000 there. So a $40,000 difference. And then putting this into perspective, the last time prices were in that sort of 680 range on the 90-day average was back in February. So we're almost going back about, 9 months with regards to pricing. Let's look at some statistics for Larimer County. In October, 340 detached homes sold. Of those detached homes, look at the pie chart there, 30% sold at asking price. This is why it's still considered a strong seller's market. 72 homes, 21% sold over asking, and then 49% sold below asking. If we were looking at May and June figures, you'd be looking at 80+% selling over asking. And then look at the numbers over here on the left-hand side by that $sign in yellow. The median amount of homes that sold under, the amount that the home sold under asking was $19,450. The largest amount a home sold under asking was $312,000. Let's move on to Weld County. And in Weld County, we are seeing 341 detached homes sell. So one more than Larimer. 18% sold over, 35% sold at asking, 47% sold below, and then the median amount that a home sold under asking, $13,900. Average amount, $20,816. Largest amount, $275,000. 25% sold at full price, 29% sold over asking, 33% sold below asking, and then between the average and median, under asking price, about $10,000 to $11,000. Far fewer attached homes sold in Weld County last month. 26% sold over asking, 37% at asking, and then 37% below asking. And then the median to average amount they sold under asking price between $10,000 and $14,000. So I'm loving this next graph here. You can see on the tail end on the right hand side past November the 7th how interest rates have started to drop. At the height of the market this year, interest rates were about 7.25%, and today we've seen them come down to about 6.5%, 6.25% for a 30-year loan. So who's winning in this market? Well, certainly this is a great opportunity for first-time home buyers. First-time home buyers that may not have a large down payment were just getting beat out in the market in the summer. Now with the market slowing down a little bit, sellers aren't as interested in how much money you can put down. Plus, we're seeing a lot of sellers give concessions towards closing costs. Now, your interest rates are going to be higher, almost double what they were in the spring and summer. But if you can afford to make that payment, there's a very, very strong chance, a good chance that interest rates will continue to drop and hopefully get back in the fives in 2023, and that would be a great opportunity to refinance. But as I'm telling all my clients, do not buy a home if you cannot make the current monthly payment. If you can make that monthly payment and avoid having to bid up a house, cover appraisal gaps, waive your inspection rights, that's fantastic. And then if you can go ahead and refinance next year and get a lower rate, then you beat the system and you beat the game. Also, great opportunity for cash buyers as well. Cash buyers, because they're not using loans, they're spending real money out of their bank accounts on homes and rentals. And they didn't like to compete in the spring and summer as things were getting bid up. But certainly with prices coming down a little bit, cash is king again. So if you're a cash buyer or looking for that investment rental property, when the average rent in Fort Collins, the median rent is $2,400 a month, now is a good time to think about getting a rental. I'm Robert Crow, Realtor here in Northern Colorado. Thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful. Any questions, reach out to me using the information on screen. Have a great weekend and a smashing day.